Hey, what's up guys, it is SMG for Life 01 just coming in with this video from StarCraft 2 again, and this match is actually a 2v2 match, not a 1v1 but a 2v2, and obviously my team, the Dazlrs, we're playing, and my other team member who is my uncle, and you can see his video at the bottom right if you're wondering. I'm playing as this purple Terran and he's playing as Zerg, so it's pretty weird, the combinations that we pulled off during this game. And one of the guys who we were playing was like in gold division, of like ranked in the gold division, I'm guessing, and then the other guy was just like a normal guy. And I'm sorry for the ghosting in this video, that is due to the frames like either dropping or whatever during the recording, and I would record it again, it's just that it's like two videos that are like 20 minutes long, and I have to cut them down and then put them together like the way it is. And if there is any flicker or anything like that, I'm sorry about that, but I have to admit this game was pretty darn crazy. So obviously I'm playing Terran, most likely I'm always playing Terran, and yeah, and it's just I was just building my ass off. And obviously, as you can see at the bottom right, you can see my team member going in to scout the enemy. And obviously this is 2v2, so you're against two players, and we're playing some guy who's gold, and playing against someone who is pretty much just like really good. The guy who's gold is really good, and I'm guessing the other guy was like alright. I have to admit, I played a defensive. I was playing through a defensive strategy. My uncle was obviously building an offensive strategy using Zerglings and stuff like that. I was going for the more passive route with the Marines, going Marines first, and then using the Marines to just be like a defense for my camp at the front. And pretty much my uncle was going Zerglings and Hydralisks and stuff like that. And I have done training for Zerg. I'm not that good yet. I still need to train a bit more, and then I'll be able to use the Zergs and start playing matches as Zergs. So yeah, I seriously haven't really played, like training wise, I didn't really play that much as Terran, but when I started playing online, I started to learn like their strategies, like people's strategies online, and that's how I started winning. I actually haven't won a game, like a proper game, since I played here. And as you can see here, this is actually switching between my screen, which is now at the bottom right, and my uncle's screen, which is now the main one, so you get to see both of us. My uncle's name on this is Moosey, and my name is obviously my name, Sham, Shyam. So yeah, like as you can see, he is building. He's got the queen up. The queen really is not meant to go out and attack, it's more like defensive, something to defend with. By watching this, I'm actually probably gonna learn a bit more with the Zerg, I guess, how you meant to use them and stuff like that. I actually, like half an hour before I started recording this, I was playing actually, and I lost the game to, actually lost 2 games to a guy who was playing as Zerg. And actually yesterday I played a match and I lost, and it was just like a long ass match. I tried my best to try and win the match as soon as possible, as like quick as I could, but I just couldn't do it. The guy had a good enough defense to block me off, and yeah, he managed to beat me. So that's how that went. I try my best. The thing is, I don't like, when I'm playing these kind of games, I don't like to give up easily. I like to pretty much just try and stay like focused on the game, and like, oh, I can win this, or at least there's some kind of way to come back. But usually with this game, it's just like, if you're gonna lose, you might as well surrender. And I've had like those guys who say stuff like, "Oh, you idiot! You're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to surrender if you're losing." I'm like, fine, I'll do that. I am playing the defensive game. I'm going like with Reapers and trying to harass these guys. As you can see at the bottom right, you see my Reaper fly out, and it's hard for me to. One thing I can say, it's actually hard for me to expand. I'm not really good on the expanding bit. I'm more of that kind of person that likes to just like save up enough money and then start expanding, building a load of stuff. And the thing is with me, when it comes to expanding, it's like if I expand, then the rest of my other areas like open for an attack. So pretty much what I'd have to do if I expand is bring all my soldiers in the front, maybe build some bunkers around, more barracks and stuff like that. And that's again the hard thing, is that I build so much barracks at the beginning, I don't know if I'm going to be able to build more barracks, because I know that when you go in for an attack you're going to lose loads and loads of soldiers and stuff like that. So one thing I also tried is I did try Protos before, and I tried using Protos online, and I didn't like exactly win because I was like playing really crap. Again, now that it's transitioning to my screen because I'm going in for an attack now, and I wanted to show that to you guys. One thing I want to say about the Ava Media live game I cannot even say it. The Ava Media live game HD is really good for PC gameplays and stuff like that. I just don't know why it sometimes drops frames while I'm playing or recording. Like when I was recording this, I wasn't on the computer at all. I went downstairs and I was watching like TV, and as you can see here now, I'm trying to hop over, and I didn't know that you can't hop over this like Zerg mess thing over here. And I managed to get through, and like my Reapers were just getting hammered by the Protoss guy, and I think I lost about 2 Reapers there. Now I'm like, okay, then let me just attack his SCVs that are right here, and all his SCVs just grab hold of my Reapers and just attack them. So what I decided to do is get some more Reapers and do the same thing again, just to harass them a bit, to just take out a few of the SCVs so that their income becomes, well, income decreases. And as you can see here, it's just like a huge transition there, and I'm sorry if it looks horrible. I will fix it through the edit. It does, right at this point in time, it does have black lines around it, so I'm gonna have to expand that in Sony Vegas. So yeah, my uncle, he's been playing this game for a long time, and I only started like last month. So at the beginning of last month, that's when I started playing this game, because I was like so tired with Call of Duty. But I have been thinking I might go back to Call of Duty. I'm not too sure. I might just go back for a couple of games and couple of small things, so I can just like go back and at least be on the game. But in order for me to do that, I'm gonna need to buy Xbox Live again, which obviously costs like £10-15, and then I'll be back on Black Ops 2 and maybe playing more online games and stuff like that. I have no clue what the hell that thing is running around. It looks really funny. It looks like, oh, it looks like the Protoss guys, one of his things, walking around like a hooligan. So as you can see here, just like balling with the Zerg mess. It's just like a bunch of mess, just like about to go in for a huge attack. And this is just one base. This is not even the second base or anything like that. And what the thing is, the thing I like about Protoss and Zerg is that Protoss and Zerg can pretty much you can build anywhere in the map without having this like supply depots set up. Well, for Protoss you need to have pylons in order to build in specific areas, but with Zerg you can get like Zerglings and stuff like that, send them over to one area to just like keep it secure. And I don't know why it's just blacked out now for some reason, no clue why, but I have to admit, really good gameplay that we got here. So I'm just gonna seriously just check what the hell is going on, because I'm not seeing nothing, so I'm gonna figure out why. So at this point, burrowing through to the enemy base, and the enemy, seriously, I seriously don't even know that they even know. So Monk was like, okay, we will burrow through and we will attack, go in for a huge attack and just start attacking all his SCVs to like pretty much just until they have zilch. So as you can see here at the bottom, I have some of my Reapers that go in for an attack against the enemy, and I have just a shit ton of my my Marines to just like get them in the bunker as soon as possible, because the thing is, my uncle told me that there was going to be a shit ton of people just coming in for an attack, and I was building some Medivacs, SCVs, I mean not SCVs, Medivacs, and I had some Vikings being built, and the reason for having Vikings because I knew that they had or they were like at least going to just try and build some flying some things that are flying. And the thing is about Protos, what I have pretty much found out about them is that a lot of Protos players tend to use these flying things, or that thing that you just saw. I don't know what they're called, either the mothership or something, and those things right there, they attack you and pretty much you can't really do anything. And as you can see, he burrowed and was able to stop himself from getting attacked. And pretty much all you have to know in this game is to know when to attack, know when to get the job done, I guess, or when to, like with me personally, I still don't know when's the best time to attack your opponent, and that's because you're going in for an attack against someone who's pretty much not really there. So as you can see there, he's getting attacked by this mothership core thingy, and he's gonna just like start attacking his supply depots, because I think that the best thing is when you go for supply depots, you have to think about, are they building at the time? And usually they are building like Marines or like vehicles or flying machines, so you pretty much can use that to an advantage. Take out some supply depots, and then you'll be able to stop their building or stop their numbers in army, stop them from developing. So as you can see here, he's attacking with Helions, and he's got dropships or Medivacs as you would call it. And yeah, the only way to pretty much kill those is to use the scanner to burrow, or well, just scan where they are. It's the same with mines as well. I hate mines, they're bloody annoying. I had a match yesterday and the guy was putting mines everywhere and I couldn't see them, and they were attacking me and I didn't know what to do. I was close to winning though, I have to admit I was close to winning at that match, but turned out I didn't win. But as you can see here, my base is getting attacked by these little flying things. My bunkers are reacting and trying to attack these mini flying things. My Marines just get hammered by these Helions, and the mothership core is getting attacked now by them Hydralisks. So as you can see here, I have one Marine just like chilling, and he's like, okay then, what are we going to do? And so if you can see on my screen, which is the bottom right now, I'm pretty much like stumped. I don't know what I'm gonna do. So I have to decide whether or not I'm going in for an attack to take out that mothership, or I'm going to go in and take out his guys in the front, because he does have a lot of guys in the front. I think if he pushed a bit more, this guy could have beaten us, but he didn't win, so I was pretty happy about that. And as you can see here, I'm trying to build more and more and more and trying my best, and obviously the best doesn't count when it comes to building stuff. And I do have stuff still in my Medivac, and I'm like, okay Medivac, let me just get them things out. I need to get some Vikings so I can take out his air, which he doesn't have much, which I think the Protos guy is the only one with a couple of air, or well, a couple of air units. So he doesn't know I have Vikings, unless he does now because I'm attacking him. But so I just send my 3 Vikings in and just attack this guy to just try and finish him off and get this game over and done with. Because I seriously didn't know this guy was going to quit. I thought he was going to keep trying to plow on and keep fighting. As you can see here, my Vikings are attacking, and I think one of my Vikings takes a pounding and like dies. That is because the minions, well not minions, was it Marines at the bottom are trying to attack. One thing I do like to do, so as you can see here, my uncle is hammering out his base, and the Marauders right there who's trying to help out and trying to attack, and my base is just getting hammered. I've lost like a couple of supply depots. I'm losing out on supplies. I think I'm not too sure. I'm looking at his one. I'm not looking at mine. I usually have enough supplies to last me a while until I'm supply capped. So as you can see here, he was attacking and he pushed back. That is due to me like going, okay, I'm gonna build some more marines because I need more marines, and my mineral bases are basically almost done. They're almost done. So I was just trying to build as fast as possible, and now this is actually the end of the match, and I want to thank you guys for watching this 15-minute epic match against two great players, and I would like to say, yeah, it was an epic game and it was awesome. The first guy left and then the other guy left and we won. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Sorry for the technical difficulties during the video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out, peeps.